Coming back at you with another one. I'm start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Though honors to the apostles of great millstone, peace, blessings, honors to all the brothers in this truth. This is some more news that I had just seen. It was on the news, so it's a credible source. But it's with this Disneyland thing. I think they're supposed to be laying off thousands of employees because even though they got the green light to open back up and stuff like that, it's still people don't have money. People are afraid, so they need to have thousands and thousands of people coming through their parks, certain parts of their parks, to be able to, make a profit, just to pay their bills, all the electronics and all that stuff like that. They need to have lines, you go to Disneyland, you can get special passes where you could pass the line because there usually be so many lines, so many people in a line for each ride. But now people ain't doing that stuff. People not traveling. People not going down there because all the hurricanes and all the destruction in the COVID-19. So people ain't jumping on planes from all over the world to go to Disneyland now to enjoy Disneyland. People ain't doing that because they're afraid in the whole situation with the planes, and people just ain't got money like that. Most people are unemployed and buy. They ain't got the money to be doing all that. So people just really content with going outside and walking around the block or going to the park. I've been to the park and there's a lot of people that be out there because people ain't got nothing else to do. But to do stuff like that or get the new PS5 that just came out or the new Xbox, and that's what everybody's talking about doing, because people are in fear that it's so dangerous out there. People don't want to be doing all that stuff. So they're having a hardship to the point where they have to lay off. I think it's at 28,000 employees or something like that. But it's a lot of different places. There's car companies. There's car like Ford, and I remember Chevy had to close down a whole bunch of dealerships and lay off a whole bunch of people. So all that stuff Trump be talking about is the economy is good, it's bouncing back. That's a lie. We can see it. Everybody's getting laid off. Everybody's getting unemployment, and they ain't even came with the second stimulus deal yet. So it's hell's breaking out here for a lot of people. A lot of people I like to talk to. I like to ask people that I bump into how you doing. Financially, how everything's going, just to get a feel of how the market is. Are people balling? Do people got money? Are people good? No, everybody I've been coming across, and it's been over like 10 people that I come across, and I ask them that question. Every single one of them, then told me I'm 2 3 months behind on rent, man. I'm just trying to hang on. I'm just budgeting, trying to hang on. It's hard out here. I'm like 2 3 months behind rent. Every single one of them. That's right hand up, man. Every single person that I didn't ask, how you doing? How things going? They all been like, I'm 2 3 months. It's hard, or they got a car in the shop and they got to pay for it, and they ain't got that much money. So people doing bad out here, man. Let's look this way.
8 p.m. Now on CBS 2 News at 5 and streaming on CBSN Los Angeles, we begin with breaking news. A sad day for workers at the happiest place on earth as they learn massive layoffs are on the way. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pat Harvey, and today Disney employees learned in a memo tens of thousands of people will lose their jobs. CBS 2 Orange County reporter Michelle Gili looks at just how this will affect our local economy.
Thousands of furloughed Disney Parks employees in Anaheim found out they're now being laid off. The theme park closure is dragging into its 7th month and is affecting hundreds of other businesses.
We're running at a negative.
The Anaheim resort along the Harbor Boulevard corridor is a ghost town. Barricades block hotel entrances.
So it's not just even the theme park, it's the hotels there around the area and all the other businesses around the area that would capitalize and make money off people going to Disney.
Paper covers the windows at shops across the street from Disneyland's entrance.
So about half of our hotels around the theme parks are closed. They can actually be open under California guidelines, but they're not because it is not economically viable for them to be open without the visitors that the theme parks and our convention center bring to our city.
The chairman of Disney Parks said because of the prolonged impact of COVID-19, quote, exacerbated in California by the state's unwillingness to lift restrictions that would allow Disneyland to reopen, we have made the very difficult decision to begin the process of reducing our workforce. Disney employees in Florida are also being laid off. California legislators, including some right here in Anaheim, have sent a letter to the governor asking for the immediate consideration of the reopening of theme parks here in California, saying that the data points to responsible reopening. State Health Director Dr. Mark Galley said today that a reopening plan is, quote, very close to being released. Rick Cerny reopened his Subway shop a block from the Disney resort last month. Even though it's not profitable, he hopes to set an example.
Basically take a step forward. If I can move forward, so can the guy next to me in the next business and the next business.
In Anaheim, Michelle Geely.
So there you have it. I mean, dude tried to open his business, but he's still not profitable. He ain't making no money because they depend on. I mean, when you think about Disneyland, you got people all around the world, not just the United States, all around the world that fly to experience Disneyland. Just like in Dubai, you got people all around the world that fly to Dubai. And the businesses around these areas, they are relying on people, thousands of people coming to Disneyland each and every day. And they need a hotel room, they need a place to stay. Oops, there goes Subway. Let's stop and some people love Subway. Let's stop here. Let's get some food. Let's stop here and get some food. Let's stop here and get a souvenir. We need a hotel room. We need gas. So all the businesses around it is affected. All because of this whole COVID-19 thing. So if Esau is making it all up, or if the Lord ordained it and he ordained Esau to make it all up, either way, it's all the Lord's plan, and it's affecting this economy and it's bringing it down. Because if Disneyland, which has been around for a very long time and has been profitable for a very long time, is shutting down, and what do you think's happening to your Six Flags, your local Six Flags? There's Six Flags in every city, in every big city. They shutting down too. They having the same problem. With all your big businesses, they're all having the same problem. All businesses are having the same problem right now, trying to hold on. That's why there's so many bailouts. That's why there's so many PPP loans that they're coming out with for these businesses to just stay afloat, but it's not enough. The government don't have enough money to keep all these businesses afloat, so businesses are going to go out of business, which may be their plan. But at the end of the day, it just shows you the state that Americans are in, and not just Americans, but all over the world. And this is by the work of the Lord. This is a Ecclesiastes chapter 12. I'm just going to go from the beginning, probably go all the way to the end. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. So you need to think of the Lord, before you're in trouble. You need to be praising the Lord like right now. I might not be in that much trouble, but we know affliction and tribulation is coming. So we already praising the Lord before that, not just when you get in trouble. Because a lot of brothers, what they do is when they go to jail, then they end up trying to find the Lord once they in jail because they in trouble. But when they were on the streets and they had freedom and they was doing this and doing that, they weren't thinking about the Lord. And that's what caused them to get themselves in some trouble. Then when they go to jail, they want to pray upon the Lord. No, you need to think of the Lord before the evil days come. Nor the year draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Verse 2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house should tremble. So the keepers of America is your congressmen, your government, your president, your structure, your power structure, right? They trembling right now because they see even more than we see. They see the numbers, GDP, stuff like that. Growth, what's that? Growth, domestic product. They see that stuff. The economy. They see these real numbers. The debt of the economy. And they see this stuff is getting worse and worse, and they're trembling. They're not gonna let you know, but they are trembling. That's why a lot of them are selling off stocks and they're running and they buying these bunkers, and they're not even in America because they feel like it's all about to go down. And a strong man shall bow themselves, right? So even your rich people, all of them that think they so rich, they live in Hollywood, they gonna have to bow themselves and be humble because it's gonna get hard for them too. And the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the window be darkened. So the grinders is your workers. That's the everyday people like me and you that work. That works. You got people like we were saying, the guy that worked at Subway, the people that work at Disneyland, the people that work at the hotel resorts. You know, those are grinders. Those are the people that keep the economy going, keep money coming in, keep money going out, keep money circulating around the economy. You know, but it's few because you got people scared to go to work because COVID-19. You got people being laid off because people are scared to go out and enjoy. So if there's no people coming to visit and enjoy, what do I need workers for? You see what I'm saying? I'm just paying them, and I'm losing out money, and then the whole company is going to shut down. So because there's few people going out and spending money in the economy right now because people don't have it, right? And when they look out the windows be darkened because they don't see no future. Like Disneyland looking out the window right now, and they saying, "Man, is this ever going to change? I don't even see no future." They hoping for coronavirus and stuff like that to be profitable. They hoping that the economy could be reopened. But for you to do that, you have to take the fear out the American people. They did all this to put fear into the American people. So that's not going to happen. They have to come out and give every American thousands and thousands of dollars to the point where they're like, okay, skip it. I'm finna go out and have fun with this money. And they're going to have to come out with something like a coronavirus vaccine so people think that they're in good shape to go out and start back being in an economy. But they put so much fear, which shows us that that's not the direction they're trying to go. So you don't see no future. That's what it means when they say look out the windows be darkened, because you don't see no future, man. You looking out that window, 5-year window, 10-year window, and it's dark. You don't see nothing. Verse 4, and the doors should be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. What is the grinding? Well, that's the grinding of the economy. It's like wheels. They turn and they grinding. But it's low. It's low right now. Most people are getting on unemployment. It's low right now. Most people are in destruction. Look at California. All those people, thousands of people that's having to evacuate and lose everything. You think they going to go work somewhere? No, they trying to get government aid just to survive. Look at down south. There's thousands of people having to evacuate every other week because there's a hurricane coming. Those are more people that's not working. That's hurting the economy more and more, right? And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So you could look at that major or minor. Major is the economy. It's being run low. It all goes back to that, because any business, entertainment, all that stuff, it's all based off the economy. Your rappers, your actors, they all get paid to do what they do, and they have to sell it to the people, which is a part of the economy process. But like we was just on Netflix the other day, we was just on looking for new movies. Ain't even really no good new movies out. Usually it be 10 new movies every week. You don't see that no more. Movies ain't getting made like that, because. And then with your music, you ain't having raves, you ain't having concerts. That's the word I'm looking for, and stuff like that, because of coronavirus restrictions. So literally, the daughters of music, the people who make music, they being brung low. But on a major sense, the economy is being brung low. Verse 5. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper should be a burden, and desire fail, because man goeth to his lone home, and mourners go about the streets, right? Because look, you're gonna have people that's gonna stay home, man, like we've been doing. People been staying home. You ain't got people working these different jobs, then the vegetation, the trees are gonna flourish, and they're gonna grow because ain't nobody out there maintaining this stuff, which that's about to start happening more here in a couple weeks, man. When all hell break loose with this flu season and this coronavirus, so we finna see that, and mourners go about the street, What does mourners do? They mourning. People are mourning, and people are hurt right now. People are down bad right now, man. Verse 6. Or ever the silver cord be loosened, and the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the kirsten. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. That's what happened when you die. You know, your spirit returned to the Lord and your dust returned to the earth. But it's mentioned in that because that's what's going to happen, man. Complete destruction and death. There's going to be a lot of death that people are going to die, man, for a famine. Because you need a good economy for there not to be a famine. Because if there's a famine, then people are going to starve. A lot of people are going to starve. And when people get hungry and people don't have nothing, then what are they doing? They picking up weapons, and people are going to be killed by the sword because people are going to fight with the sword, as we see with these white supremacist groups and black militias, and they marching. It's only a matter of time before some shots are let out, and it's an all-out war, and some people are killed, and then there's an all-out war, man. So the dust is going to return to the ground a lot during these times. Verse 8, vanity of vanity, saith the preacher, all is vanity. And moreover, because the preacher was wise, he still taught the people knowledge. Yeah, he gave good heed and sought out and set in order many proverbs. Right, but you know, for the actual prophets, no, not the wicked ones, but the actual prophets. That's what we doing. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm giving you wisdom. I'm showing you physical proof. A lot of people like to see physical proof, so I'm showing you physical proof that you could look up and research yourself of these things that's happening. Disney is a gigantic business that's been around for a very long time, man. You got to take heed to that. So, you know, I'm teaching it. I'm giving people the knowledge. And I'm telling people, you know, really, the message is to Israelites, you need to prepare for this. How do you prepare for this? Well, the only thing you could do is prepare in the spirit, because everything else is vanity, like it says, vanity of vanities. So you need to get your spirit. You need to get right back. You need to get back right with the Lord, because you're not going to have no hope. It's nothing that you could do, man. No food that you could stock up, no ammo you could stock up. There's nothing you could do when this destruction pops off to survive. The only thing that's going to get you to possibly survive is if the Lord ordains it. The only thing that's going to get the Lord to ordain you to survive is if you're the elect. And the only way you could be the elect is if you have faith in the Lord, man. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You have to believe. That's what faith is. A lot of people say, well, how's that going to? Well, then you ain't got no faith. You got to have faith in the Lord. Real faith, man, and believe that you're going to be all right, which a lot of our people do. You know, a lot of people that ain't even the truth believe in the Lord and have faith in the Lord. That's a good thing, you know, if you're an Israelite. You know, but you got to learn the law, statutes, and commandments, because that's the love of the Lord. How do you prove to the Lord that you love him? What is the love of the Lord? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. His law, statutes, and commandments. His ways. You know, verse 10, the preacher sought to find out acceptable words, and that which was written was upright, even the word of truth, you know, the word of truth, this truth that I'm giving you, that's what's upright. And the words of the wise are as golds, and as nails fastened by the master of assemblies, which are given from one shepherd. And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books, there is no end, and much study is weariness of the flesh. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. See, I was just talking about keeping his commandments, right? So to fear God means you got faith in God, you know, and to keep his commandments, well, I mean, like I was saying, you got to keep the law, statutes, commandments. That's a part of it too, and you got to have faith in the Lord and fear the Lord. For there is the whole duty of man. This is the whole duty of man. This is how you're going to survive all this that we previously just read. It's by fearing God and keeping his commandments, man. For God should bring every work into judgment with even secret things, whether it be good or whether it be evil, you know. He's going to judge the evil. He's going to judge the good. You're going to get a reward if you're good. And you're going to get that second death that it talks about in Revelations chapter 22 and 20. Chapter 22 and chapter 20 Revelations, I believe so. So you don't want to have to go through that, man. So you need to fear God and keep the commandments, because that's the only way you're going to make it through this destruction, because this is just the beginning. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. Mark that word. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. So there ain't no future for America, man. You looking at a 10-year goal, 10-year plan. You might be lucky if you even could complete your 5-year plan, but it's all vanity, like it says here. It's all vanity, because at the end of the day, it's going to be up. It's going to be over. This is the end times. The Lord is going to take this place off. These are the signs, and I'm relating them to how we actually seen these signs in real life. These are the signs that the Lord gave us when we know that the end is coming and that the Lord is going to bring judgment. So now we seeing these signs, and that the preacher, the prophets are coming out and saying, look, these are the signs that the Lord was talking about. This is about to happen. Just like any time any place went down, the Lord always had prophets out there prophesizing that it was about to happen. The people that listened were saved. The people that didn't were destroyed. During the time of Noah, Noah went out there. He tried to tell the people, look, all hell about to break loose. They didn't listen. They got destroyed. The ones that did listen, him, his sons, and their wives, they got saved. During the time of Lot in Sodom and Gomorrah, the Lord said, look, this is about to happen. Lot tried to tell his son-in-laws. They didn't listen. They got killed. He told his wife not to look back. She didn't listen. She got killed. He told his daughters. They got out and they got saved with him. You know, that's how it works. You know, and the Lord about to take down a place with Moses, with Egypt. Moses came and said, look, do this on the doorsteps. Put the lamb blood on your door. On the door pillars. You know, don't come outside. You know, keep the Passover, pretty much. You know, he told Pharaoh, if you don't let the people go, all these plagues are going to come up against you. The people who didn't listen got destroyed. The people who did listen got delivered. The Israelites got delivered. You know, that's how it always worked. The prophets go out there. We tell you what's going to happen before the Lord goes and destroy it. It's not by us. It's by the Lord setting that up. You know, he's giving people, and they do that in war too. When a country go to war, like before America dropped those atomic bombs on Japan, I've seen an article, I've seen a video where they were dropping letters like little parachute letters from the sky, where people could just pick up off the ground, and it was warning them, telling them to go, leave. We about to bomb this place. And a lot of people was prideful, and they didn't want to leave, and they got bombed. So it's just like that. You know, the Lord does the same thing because that's where they get it from. You know, this is Amos 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Right? So people are afraid because they don't see no future. Like the Disneyland workers that's going to get laid off. They're afraid because they don't know what they're going to do next. Right? Should there be evil in a city and the Lord has not done it? All these businesses shutting down and people getting laid off and can't feed their family. That's evil. But this says, should there be evil in the city and the Lord has not done it? Of course, the Lord's done it. So the Lord did that, man. It's the Lord's plan. Verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Meaning that the Lord ain't going to do nothing before he reveals what he's about to do into the prophets. Why is he revealing it to the prophets? So the prophets could go out there and prophesy. Prophesy to who? Prophesy to the Lord? No, the Lord already knows. He the one who revealed it to them. They're going out there and they're prophesizing to the people what's going to happen. The same way I'm doing right now. Prophesizing to whoever see this video, whoever see any of my videos, that this is what the Lord's about to do. Get ready. So this is the end times. This is about to happen. You know, it comes down to a respect thing. If you respect who the real prophets is, or you look at these people, these false leaders to be the real prophets, well, we going to find out. You better hope that you were following the right counsel. Proverbs chapter 1. You know, we going to find out. But, you know, with that, salvation to the elect. Shalom.